My daughter hasn't been the same since the accident. Sorry, I didn't know where else to turn for help. My daughter hasn't been the same since the car accident last month. She used to be your typical happy-go-lucky kindergartner. As long as you didn't run out of snacks, she didn't run out of joy. Sure, she'd get cranky if she went to bed late or had too much time on her tablet. Mostly, she was a little ray of sunshine bouncing around the house, humming tone-deaf songs with the confidence only a small child could muster. But not since the accident. It wasn't really that serious. Just a simple right turn. A horn. Glass. Airbag. My nose felt like it shattered. Honestly, that was the worst of it for me. Sophia was in the back seat, asleep in her booster. She barely stirred. The ambulance came and the medic took a look at us both. They said since Sophia was a minor, they had to take her in for observation. The hospital, they had me wait out in the waiting room while they checked her over and let me know it would be best if they kept her overnight. I watched as they wheeled her off to another room, her sweet little hand poking out from the blankets. I never should have let her out of my sight. When I picked her up the next morning, she was quiet and withdrawn but happy to see me. She wrapped her little arms and legs around me, almost as if clinging on for dear life. "It's okay, sweetie," I soothed as I twisted back and forth in our embrace. "So, do I just go home? Do I need to sign her out?" I asked a passing nurse, fumbling through the procedure. She just gave a cold stare for daring to interrupt her. "You can go home," she said finally, eyeing me as though I were an insect. I carried Sophia out of the hospital and got on the bus to go home. The nurse, with her cold blue eyes, created a feeling of unease and soured the rest of the day. Sophia was a little quiet when we got home and didn't have much of an appetite. Still, I left out some carrot sticks and Teddy Grahams for her to nibble on if she was up for it. I had to get a car, and maybe that's why I didn't notice her strange behavior at first. My insurance didn't cover very much of the vehicle replacement, in fact it barely covered any. I guess that's what happens when you can only afford the bare minimum. I scoured online, called dealerships, and finally when I had found the car, I scheduled an appointment to go in and test drive it. I texted my ex-husband to pick Sophia up. It was his custody weekend, and as usual he wasn't answering his texts and he wasn't here to get her. Sophia was so good at the dealership. She sat quietly through the paperwork and didn't fuss when the credit check took nearly 45 minutes. Normally, she'd be melting down screaming for my phone and complaining about how hungry she was. But she must have understood the importance of getting this car for us. I told the salesman I'd need a car seat for Sophia before I could drive it. He looked confused for a moment. It was true that Sophia was just about on the threshold of no longer needing it, but safety is important to me, I said in earnest. He gave his salesman smile and had one of his assistants purchase a booster seat for Sophia so we could drive the car home. It wasn't pink like she wanted, but she could put stickers on it later if she chose. I strapped her in and sat in the driver's seat. The accident had left me nervous. I looked in the rear-view mirror at Sophia, then I took a deep breath and exhaled. I twisted the key and started the car. The ride home was quiet. Sophia must have been feeling my fear of driving again. I quickly spoke up. "Would you like some music, honey?" I said, forcing a smile. I had to be brave for her. Fear can rub off on your children, make them grow up to be dysfunctional. "I like this car better," she stated.